Howdy, AP PreCal. It's Miss Kosh. We're continuing with the idea of polar. I don't even know what I'm doing today. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we worked through this where things were unit circle friendly. Well, sometimes not everything is unit circle friendly. So here are a couple examples where we can look at this. We see, okay, it's positive 3, negative 4. So I'm going to draw my triangle. Positive 3, negative 4. This I know to be a 3, 4, 5 triangle. So its radius is 5, and its angle, theta, is going to be equal to the arctan of y over x, so of negative 4/3. And notice this is already in quadrant 4. Now this will give us the negative direction of getting there. Oh, state my answer positive, positive. Oh, well, I should think about that. I didn't do that on my answer key. And actually, approximate polar, I'm going to take this off, and you can take this off of the practice also, because an approximate value makes sense when we're thinking in terms of degrees, but AP PreCal is going to keep us always in radians. And so if I tell you, oh, it's 5 radians, you're like, oh, what does that mean? I mean, it's going to be somewhere smaller than 6.28, but that doesn't help us a whole lot. Okay, so the exact, but if I want a positive, okay. It's a positive 5, and our angle, this does put us in quadrant arctan of negative 4/3. It does put us in quadrant 4, so technically I would accept this answer, but not with these directions. So what we should do then is say 5 and then arctan of negative 4/3. Well, that got me here this way, but if I add 2 pi, then I'm a complete rotation away, and that would be, this is now a positive angle. Let me show you with a calculator what I'm talking about. So I'm in radians because PreCal keeps us in radians. So I have arctan of negative 4/3. And you'll notice that's a negative value there. So if I add 2 pi, now I have a positive angle. I think I forgot to do it when I made an answer key to post, but there you go. Yeah, I will probably in the future not put this in my directions. So you need to make sure that you're in the correct quadrant. Both of these are in that correct quadrant. And let me show you, if I come back here, if I change my mode to degrees, I know that we don't live in the world of degrees, but this makes a little more sense to us intuitively. But now I can't do plus 2 pi. I have to say plus 360. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, now hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. This puts me in going in the negative direction to get to quadrant 4, and then this is in the positive direction to get to quadrant 4. So that's what we're looking at. I probably will change the directions and accept this answer here. Okay, let's look at this next one before I continue. So on this one, here's what I see. Negative 6, positive 9. I'm about to have to do Pythagorean theorem. This is negative 6, this is positive 9. I don't think this is a triple or anything, but I do see that this is, 3 times 2, and this is 3 times 3. So I've got a triangle. I can do Pythagorean theorem with just this part, and then multiply my answer by 3. So if I say 3 squared is 9 plus 2 squared is 4, so this is going to be, this radius is 3 times root 13. If that didn't make sense, just do Pythagorean theorem with negative 6 and positive 9, but I was too lazy. I mean efficient. Okay, so my radius is 3 root 13, and then I can do theta would be equal to arctan of y over x, so 9 over negative 6. I can reduce that, but keep in mind this is in quadrant 2. I'm only going to get an answer when I have arctan of a negative. It's going to give me an answer in quadrant 4, so I have to add pi. And we can reduce this. So we could say that this is arctan of negative 3 halves plus pi. And I would accept that answer. And that should be the positive. Let's see. If I come back to, what am I doing? Okay, setup, there we go. If I come back and put it back into radians, then I want the inverse tangent of, oh, I don't really need that, negative 3/2. Once again, we're negative, add pi. And that is going to be approaching 3.14, not approaching, but it's in that quadrant where it's pi over 2, right, is pi over 2 is, yes, pi over 2, no kidding, is 1.57. So this is between 1.57 and 3.14. So that is definitely the positive answer in quadrant 2. Okay, I guess now that I pulled out a calculator, I could write down the approximate, but I didn't intend to. You never know the direction these videos are going to take. Come back for the next one, because in the next one, we're talking complex numbers. That will be super fun. See you there.